Welcome back to Deep Space Transmissions, the show in which we take you to the farthest reaches of the Milky Way galaxy. I'm your host, Commander VG Punks, and Ninjas report in.
Commander Taylor reporting for duty, not quite as hungover as the Wing Commander.
Not quite as hungover. And I guess that's all we've got today. Psychon, unfortunately, isn't able to make it this evening. He's had a passing in the family, and so he will be missed.
Our hearts all go out. F in chat, respect for Psychon.
F in chat to pay respects.
Launch to orbit.
Launch to orbit.
Hey, you want to review where we're at and where we're going? Cotton Eye Joe?
Final checks to ascent thrust. Vector control.
Sure.
Complete.
Give me one
Stand
moment
by
to get
for
it to orbit.
Ascending.
Okay, this is a cool track.
Orbital rendezvous procedures.
Yeah, this is Fortuna Favors the Funk.
Oh. Yeah.
Engaging super cruise.
You never raised my landing gear. That was weird.
Galaxy map. See where we're at.
Okay.
So it looks like you're lagging about 2,500 light years behind me, and I'm about half that distance from our waypoint.
Yep, I'm 46 jumps out from our, well, it's not our waypoint, but it's our sightseeing stop that we're headed to.
Wait, no, it is a waypoint.
Is it a waypoint?
Yeah, it's a waypoint on our route.
I don't have it bookmarked as a waypoint.
Well, what's wrong with you?
I have it, what was the next waypoint? Is it Gap and Ninjas 4?
Yeah?
That, I don't know. Oh yeah, I guess it is the waypoint. It just isn't coming up as a bookmark for some reason. That's weird. Let's rock.
You having some technical issues?
I wouldn't call them technical issues. No, I don't know. I don't know why it wasn't coming up as a bookmark.
Should maybe talk to your IT guy about that.
All right. Hey, Commander Taylor.
She call your help desk.
I mean, we're on the phone right now.
No, I don't work without a ticket.
Oh yeah. I'll I've got some Post-its right here.
As long as you can format it like a work order.
It just says
hell of a week.
Just says help. Whew. Yeah, it has been a hell of a week.
Geo signals.
Scanner mode.
Acknowledged, Commander.
Nothing here. Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Have you played that?
Yes. Yes, and it's pretty good.
You know, the one person I thought would be interested in it, I couldn't really get her to play it.
Maximum
You couldn't get Chrissy to play it?
No, the one person that I thought would be interested in it,
Oh.
whom I live with.
Oh yeah? Millie didn't like it, huh?
I did okay, but couldn't really get her to play it. Getting her to play anything that isn't on an Android tablet or a phone these days is actually kind of tough.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, when is she gonna jump in with us?
Never.
Oh, but
No, it's not going to happen.
oh,
It's one of those things, man. 26 years ago, we played a lot of the same games, man. You would blush if you saw the number of quarters that she and I killed in Mortal Kombat, just beating the tar out of each other, especially Mortal Kombat 2.
nice. Scanner mode.
Acknowledged.
Or Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct.
Or oh gosh, what's the other? Samurai Showdown.
Mine was Marvel vs. Capcom. Gotta love Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, so that one wasn't in the arcade at that time. But she liked that old school 4-player X-Men game. You remember that
Oh,
one?
yes, I do. And then later they updated it with multiple screens and 6 players. Yeah. Welcome to Die. Yeah, I spent a lot of money on that one in the at Diversions. This isn't as upbeat as I would have imagined for a Kirby game.
Kirby music that isn't happy.
It's more relaxing. I mean, it's happy, it's just relaxing instead of like...
Hyper.
Yeah.
Engage FSD.
I guess it's a chill day on the stream.
Oh yes. What are we gonna do without Commander Psychon to tell us the news, man?
I guess we'll read it off Galnet.
Oh.
What?
Hang on, let me see if I can bring it up.
Yeah, let's check.
I'm in which space right now, so I can't check that panel.
Yep, here's
yeah, I
Galnet.
can. There it
Here's...
is.
Oh, there's only 2 things on here. The Power Play Hourly Update and the Thargoid Activity Report.
So, yeah, that's a thing that happened this week.
What's that?
So FDev has confirmed that Galnet has been completely removed from Elite Dangerous.
Whoa.
Which is kind of disheartening because that's where this game got a lot of its storytelling and soul from. So, it's one thing to stop producing Galnet articles, which we'd seen. They had stopped producing new Galnet articles quite a while ago. But now they've removed the entire history of Galnet articles. I mean, what if new players would come in and read up on what came before?
Rip. F and chat.
F and chat for Galnet.
F and chat. I did another F. I'm picking Final Fantasy X2
Exit destination confirmed.
for that upcoming
Arrival
track, bro.
5, 4, 3.
No way you could go wrong with that.
Scanning.
Hello? Did I lose you? Hello? You still there? Commander Taylor, do you copy? Rip. Scanner mode. Maybe it'll give me a chance to catch up with him. Got high metal content.
Jumping to next system.
Whoa, this is weird.
Gathering information. Cartography updated.
Those disconnects. Scanner mode.
As you wish.
Oh, I gotta vote up Scott Poppin'. There he is. Whoop. Yeah. Oh, really? Now it won't let me vote. Awful. Somebody jump in and vote for Scott Poppin' on Rainwave. Nothing here, wow. Keep moving.
Maximum velocity. Temperature. Scanning now.
F in chat for Commander Taylor's internet.
Yeah, F in chat. F. Welcome back,
See if,
though.
see if I can get my Rainwave audio back.
And vote for
There
Scott
we go.
Poppin' because it won't let me vote. Pretty sure I'm about to get bypassed. Thanks, Rainwave.
Gonna throw a wing invite at me. Probably
Alright.
still on a wing.
Invite sent.
So that's the other thing that happened this week.
Your
I
internet dropped?
had another tech come out to look at my internet, and yeah, he put in a new cable going to the in-yard drop, And that made my internet faster, but not any more reliable. So I'm escalating things because I think this is symptomatic of a larger issue.
Affirmative, Commander.
Nothing here. Yeah, it seems that way. Yay, Scott Poppin got chosen.
It's because I voted for you.
Yeah.
Because I'm a cool bro-in-law like that.
You are cool. Then what's next? Mario RPG or Earthbound?
Mario RPG.
Frame shift. Now engaged.
Dungeon full of glitches. I like the way that sounds.
Right?
That's kind of our aesthetic.
It's kind of our style, right?
Dungeon full of glitches.
Scanning for information.
While you were offline earlier, Lemons came on.
Who?
The Lemons.
Oh man.
Yeah.
My request and it finally comes up and I fucking miss it. Son of a...
Oh no, not while you were disconnected, like before the stream even started. Scanner mode.
Alright. Done.
Yeah, everything seems to happen before I jump in, doesn't it?
There he is.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, I might have been asleep because I may have gone to sleep a little bit later than usual. And
Yeah, how you doing, man?
it's been a bit rough this week, but things are getting a little better.
Hang in there, man. Yeah, you know we're thinking about you. We
That's
ninjas
right.
gotta have each other's back.
Guess who else going?
Right? But now that you're here, you could talk about news.
Well, I've heard some things while I've been away. Something about one of the recent updates has been a nerf of some sort, either mining or something that made a lot of money.
Okay, you want to go into some detail about that? Because you're a news guy, or do you need some coffee first? Because we can talk about something else. So we were talking about the fact that Galnet, the entire history of Galnet, has been removed.
I did not know about that.
Thargoids finally got
yeah,
all our data.
Yeah. It's commies, man.
So the feds then.
Sorry. I've been watching too much MASH lately. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's that platinum in my beard showing again.
Hyperspace. Checking systems now.
Oh, how many times I have to tell you? Experience sparkles.
Only put out platinum, bro. Only put
So
out
the
platinum.
platinum experience sparkles.
Hyperspace. Completing system scan. Stand
This
by.
is also a chill
Gathering
song.
information.
I thought
Cartography
Ska
now
Poppin' was going to be more exciting, like Ska. It was like just real chill.
Yeah, so, well, like we were saying, F and chat for Commander Taylor's internet. I did manage to get that escalated, so hopefully they'll start taking it a little bit more seriously at the outside plant level.
Man,
I thought I heard some shouting going on up this week.
Yeah. Oh man, let me tell you. So real talk, right? I'm breaking character here. We had this poor field tech comes up to my house on Tuesday, and this is after I call it. So, all right, let me back up a step. So I called on Monday or last Friday, And I said, all right, I need to get this escalated to like a lead or something, somebody who knows a little bit more about this stuff than the average tech. So the guy they sent out was not a lead, but he's been doing this work for 11 years. But we very quickly identified that there's a gap between what he knows before he gets to my house and what actually was going on. So there's a breakdown in communication that we identified there between the two different groups, right? You've got the internet tech support group, and then you've got the field technician group. So the ITS group will dispatch a field tech. But these field techs, they get to your house, and most of the time they haven't really even, they might have read your ticket, but your ticket might not contain anything useful. So I fed that back.
Ooh.
And I got to talking to the guy, and so he, as we said earlier, he replaced a cable, the coax cable going from the pedestal in my yard to my house, and that doubled my internet speed. I'm very happy about that. So I'm getting, on average 700 megabits down instead of 300, which is awesome.
Nice.
But it's not any more reliable. It still just kind of dies. And so, it was good for a day or two, or so we thought, because Red Riot, my kid, hadn't told us about, her going out at 2 o'clock in the morning and restarting the cable modem because it died on her. So I called back yesterday and I says, okay, we need to escalate this because this has got to be symptomatic of a larger issue. And he says, well, I'm concerned because I'm seeing these sync errors, right, which we didn't see before because the old cable modems didn't actually report them. But now I have these new Wi-Fi access gateways that don't, I got all the Wi-Fi crap turned off. But they report sync errors now, so they have a little bit more diagnostic information, which is great. Except that, he was very confused because he was seeing these sync errors that normally, are symptomatic of one thing, but it appeared to be restarting the cable modem on its own. These are causing the cable modem to restart itself. I'm like, no, it's not. It restarts because we go out and power cycle it to get internet back. Well, he says, unless you're going out in the middle of the night, like 2 o'clock in the morning and restarting it. I'm like, listen, son, I have a teenage daughter. It's summer vacation.
And if you think I'm not going out at 2 in the morning, she definitely is.
Right. She is absolutely as capable of identifying a internet outage as I am.
Yep.
So they finally escalated, and I got an email back from the senior manager over field services. So hopefully we'll see something, see some activity on that.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's going to take it seriously, and I hope he does, because I fixed his computer like a bajillion times over the last 7 years, so.
There we go. 25, 24. It's only 3 seconds.
That was my sister's measurements.
Lol.
Sorry, Crystal, don't hurt me.
No, she's not watching, I don't think. Unless she's watching in the room, but I doubt it. Ooh.
So, Commander Cyclone, are you a little more awake now?
Well, I'm getting things loaded up anyway. I don't really have anything as far as news goes, just because, things have happened.
Why don't you tell us about this nerf? Because I know what got nerfed, but I don't know the details of how it was nerfed.
Neither do I. Something about how it was updated, I guess. I'm not totally sure, just because...
So electric diamond mining got nerfed.
Oh wow, why am I not surprised?
So the major revenue stream that players were using to get money to buy their fleet carriers was nerfed. which is unfortunate.
This is where you insert the Pikachu shock face.
Yeah. So I wanna point out that we have a video planned to talk about an alternative mining option, because here in the past few months, the laser mining for low temperature diamonds has been the most popular form of mining and the most lucrative. But I think that deep core mining might be coming back to the forefront. So,
I mean, they did sort of introduce it at the tail end of last year. Well, wait, really? Was it the tail end of last year? Well, I mean, I guess halfway through something like that when they did the big update, but like
the September update?
Yeah, and you figure they probably were like, yeah, you guys might want to really pay attention to deep core mining a bit more.
So I'm going to go out and suggest to my fellow ninjas that maybe we should move that video release up in priority.
Yeah, okay.
System map.
I can work on vocals for it maybe tomorrow.
Anyone want to shoot me a wing invite by chance?
Let me finish the scan real quick.
I'll get it.
Okay, cool.
I'll get it.
Engage Super Cruise.
Gas giant with ammonia-based life. Looks like a Thargoid.
No, not unless Thargoids swim.
Maybe they do.
No, because I mean we already know that they're insects, man. They're basically, their homeworld has got to be Klendathu.
I thought they were flower folk.
Only their ships. And we only call them flowers because to our biased viewpoint, that's how they appeared, because they are how do I say that? They're pentasymmetrical, pentalaterally symmetrical.
Yes.
So not just science, but also vocabulary lessons with you guys.
Well, I mean, I could get Red Riot in here for another vocabulary lesson, but she's busy cleaning her keyboard.
Oh, what did she spill now?
She spilled acrylic paint on her Logitech wireless keyboard.
RIP. F and chat for the wireless keyboard.
F and chat for the wireless keyboard.
Speaking of, Commander Punk, did you get your stuff sorted out?
We did. Yes.
What are we talking about?
My
His issues where he was like he wanted a different keyboard type because it or controller or something.
Oh, right. He was having driver issues. So we did that sort it out.
It did.
I briefly installed Synapse 3, and then last night I rolled it back because Synapse 3 does not support my headset. In fact, it doesn't support any of the Razer headphones.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd forgotten that. And it was also causing my computer to lock up.
Interesting. Yeah, it's yeah. The software is not that great.
Visitor. Yes. Why are you standing here with an open cup? You know that's not supposed to be the kitchen. Go downstairs and eat your tabbouleh. It stinks.
This is how you get paint on your keyboard.
No anomalies.
Shoo! She just breathed her onion breath in my face.
Oh,
I mean, at least it came out one way and not the other.
Well, it'll be coming out the other end later, I'm sure.
yeah, I had a garlic pizza last night, so my farts are tasty.
Garlic farts.
We're back.
Who's gonna be eating the garlic farts this time, man? Because if you're producing them, that must mean that my sister's eating them. And dude, come on.
We figured we'd package and send them your way.
Oh man.
Get a bottle. fresh
She
mark.
send them to Psycon. They're likely to stay fresh that way. So yeah, Psycon, look at your right hand panel and look at the Galnet. I want to get your take on this because you have as much of an interest in storytelling as I do.
Yeah, only power play and Targoid effectively.
Right away.
That's weird.
Yeah, so I'm bummed. I hope at least the Wayback Machine has got an archive of those.
Oh, you know, there are people who like they probably had every single thing like stored.
What if the whole point of this is so that we do forget, so that they can retcon the entire story?
They might. I wonder if they had a fight with Drew Agar.
Who?
Because the first thing that happened was Drew stopped writing books for them, stopped writing, in-game stories for them.
Oh no. All right.
So this is just conjecture, okay? There's absolutely no fact to support any of this, just observation.
Yeah, so what we're saying, folks, is that this is definitely the exact thing that happened. Listen to our word, publish it to everyone you know.
This is definitely not Commander Taylor completely talking out of his ass. But just from an observational standpoint, right, the first thing that I noticed was that for a while there, especially 2015, 2016, there was a lot of story content being generated by Drew Agar, including novels. And he was responsible for the entire storyline that Commander Harry Potter famously fucked up.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there was a creative direction argument between him and Braben.
Oh no.
A difference in opinion on creative direction for the game. And of course, because Braben, I mean, this is his baby, he wins every argument.
Yeah. Plus, I wouldn't fuck with Braven. He's probably got an army of robots controlled by Raspberry Pis.
Wait, are you saying you think that he is the evil overlord?
I was saying potentially he could be.
No, man, he's our...
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Uncle Braven.
Well, when you're going to praise him, remember you have to praise him correctly. Thank you, based Braven.
Based Braven.
Thank you to our generous benefactor. I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
Generous benefactor. Generous benefactor.
Jennifer.
You're like, okay.
The name of the planet is Genesis.
Genesis does what Nintendo
does. Oh man, I think I spotted a few more platinum.
Genesis.
Fuck. Oh, you're killing me, man.
Yeah, me too.
Man, I haven't seen even a terraformable here in a while.
Nor have I. I am just jumping and jumping. It's a good song, though.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
It's from that game, Secret of Mana.
I think I'm gonna vote up the Shadowrun.
I'm also voting for the Shadowrun.
So yeah, Frontier is not making very many friends among the player base this week.
Yeah, no.
Completing systems.
I wonder if they're also
Gathering information.
are pulling out some of the story stuff, so that that way when they bring out Odyssey, perhaps like that's gonna be sort of like once that.
You think they're gonna reboot it as like a MMO quest type structure?
Either that or something along the lines of like there'll be such a dramatic change to the way the layout of the where things are that perhaps they had to eliminate even the Galnet website.
I thought about. I just had a thought though. What if the reason? So okay, we know that on the docket, like, is the ability to walk around space stations. What if they're not taking the news away, but changing how we get it?
Why would they remove it from the game now, though?
To give us a reason to go into the bar and get it back.
We don't need that.
Go to the bar?
Yeah. There was plenty enough reason to go into the bar. Like,
lots of reasons to go to the bar, all of them encased in glass.
Well, I mean, you know.
Lots of reasons, and they're either wrapped in glass or wrapped in a brassiere. Just saying.
Well, you gotta be careful about the ones wrapped in a brassiere.
Yeah, they might slip out of your hand while you're trying to drink them.
You know what they say, if it's got tits or tires, it's trouble, right?
No, I didn't know that. They said, who says that?
Me, for one.
You heard it here, folks.
you know, if my sister's in the other room listening to this, she's nodding her head like, uh-huh.
Yeah. He does actually say that all the time. Still no terraformable, nothing. What do I have to do?
So, Frontier has removed Galnet from the game, which is kind of news, right? That came with the latest patch. We also knew that they removed the community goals altogether, and now they're actually on record as saying that they are not coming back anytime soon. I'm not real surprised about that, because I think that work on Odyssey is an all hands on deck kind of work. They're probably in crunch time right now.
I mean, that and the fact was really, and I mean, it was kind of a bit of a legitimate gripe from the players, was that essentially the community goals were always the same thing. They could never come up with anything new. It was either, kill this person, or like bounty hunt, or deliver goods.
I didn't have a problem with that. And getting things like decals and stuff as a reward for that, I thought was awesome. But now they've introduced arcs, and arcs can be used to purchase decals. So let's why can't we just reward arcs for those community goals instead of decals? If that's the reason they removed them. Honestly, I think rewarding a decal that's specifically for that community goal was awesome. It was a great way to draw players.
I did too.
So the thing with why they can't do arcs is because you can purchase arcs with money. So it means they would have to offer something that has the monetary value, which can't really do. Whereas, like, with these, like, technically, the paint jobs don't really have, like, you can purchase some of them, but some of them you can only get through game, which is, like, it's a great way to get around, having to give stuff that has, like, monetary value and potentially be viewed as gambling.
Yeah, I still have several decals that are, community goal only. And I think they're great.
The main thing was just that, like, at least from when I came in on, as far as I could tell anyway, a lot of these community goals, like, they didn't even really give the paint stuff anymore. It was more of, thanks for helping out this faction, now we can tell this story.
Yeah.
Or we can in the early days of community goals, it was we can create this new unique commodity, or we can create this this new station on a planet. That's how all of the refueling waypoints between the bubble and Colonia were created, was through community goals.
Heck, the last mostly unique community goal that was done was the creation of the station for by Sagittarius A-Star. And since then, like, that's pretty much been the last community goal, because, like, I mean, everything was pretty much the same, so...
Wasn't that a interstellar initiative and not a community goal?
Maybe. I mean, it took...
I mean, I wasn't real clear on what the difference between interstellar initiatives and community goals was to begin with, other than interstellar initiatives have multiple phases.
Yeah, I think it was something along the line. It was like basically a super community goal or something, but either way, like, the whole point of that was that's been the last thing done, so I imagine they were trying to figure out some ways to create some new ways to, if they're going to bring back community goals or something along those lines to interact with players.
Well, I got a planet here that is not only discovered but mapped, so we must be getting close to our waypoint.
Oh boy. You're getting close.
Yeah, I'm 2 jumps out.
Yeah, I'm not.
How far out am I?
I'm at least double digits jumps away, but it's triple digits, but...
35.
That's fine. I'm gonna explore the nebula anyway and see if there's anything interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to find some interstellar phenomena.
Do.
Yeah, I wasn't able to find a black hole to go and vent my airlocks into.
I thought that's why you got married.
Ooh.
F in chat.
Damn.
Sick burn, bro.
I don't have a comeback for that. Yeah, but I will be looking for some interesting phenomena.
Course adjustment.
Noise. I would grab the guitar, but my head hurts. Also, I really need to get this DI box set up so y'all don't have to listen to a bunch of static if I plug it in.
Scanning for information.
Static is kind of our thing, or haven't you noticed?
I know.
Yeah, that way you can give Commander Taylor some sample files if he wants to, if he feels things need to be done better.
This is a pretty cool song, actually.
More noise, more distortion, more static.
Scanner mode.
Okay.
Here it comes.
System map.
Here it comes.
What do we got? Nothing. So this is an interesting system, at least from the horary point of view, because we have 2 planets that are orbiting at right angles to the ecliptic, or almost right angles. It's like almost a little more than 45, like 50, 60 degrees, but they're right angles with regard to each other, which is really interesting. They make an X with their orbits.
Huh.
It's kind of cool.
Or a plus, depending on how your head is cocked.
You know what? I don't need to hear the words cock in my head in the same sentence.
Oh.
Yeah, he has that happen often enough on the Saturday nights after he's done.
Ooh.
He brought
Commander
some sick
Psychon telling us about
burns.
his Saturday nights again, man.
Yeah,
You know, how many times do I have to tell you what happens in New Delancia stays in New Delancia?
that's true.
No,
No, it doesn't.
The internet.
No, it doesn't. Apparently, it also moves forward in time. By what was it? 200 years? 400 years?
500 years? I don't remember.
Sounds like Foundation, man.
It was pretty crazy. Signs of Lust, Gunbird 2.
I'm not gonna lie, I voted that up based on the name alone.
Vector.
I'm thinking Cave Story.
Well, I am, it appears, at our waypoint.
Yay! You made it.
Make the jump.
So how are you plotting these long routes?
Dead Reckoning.
You're just like, clicky. Oh yeah, that looks right.
Well, I kind of have, several methods I'm using. I'm using kind of Dead Reckoning to get waypoints that are at or less than 20,000 light years apart.
Okay.
So that we're actually able to plot routes to them. And I'm looking for, interesting interstellar phenomena. Such as nebula and the like to be near the waypoint, or that's I'm trying to get us waypoints that are near that kind of thing.
Okay.
Other than that, the whole philosophy of this trip is crossing the gap. And so I'm trying to get us to bridge as many galactic arm gaps as possible.
Okay.
Hoping that one of those arms turns into a thigh gap.
Yeah. That's always a good thing. It's something that Psychon hasn't ever seen, except in internet pictures.
Course adjustment.
What kind of internet pictures?
Hyperspace velocity reached.
The best kind.
The best.
The only kind.
Oh yeah,
After
Google
all,
image search. I gotcha.
What's the internet for?
Hull integrity is within
Atari Breakout. Oh wait, porn.
completing system scan for cartography.
The internet is for porn.
Oh, but what you think he do after?
Atari Breakout.
Ew.
Okay, here we go. Will it be Cave Story?
Alright, let's move away from this
Scanner mode.
star and get a look at this nebula.
That's affirmative.
I'm about to go vote up Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Kids these days be like, Doctor Who? No, that's a different series.
Hey, but at least it would stay on brand with Elite Dangerous.
True.
Hey, isn't that a coffee maker?
What? The Mean Bean Machine?
Dr. Robot, yeah. That sounds like a hell of a coffee maker. I'd buy that coffee maker.
Even if it roboticized you?
Yeah, sure, why not? It could be fun.
He needs something extra to get him up in the morning.
Right?
Haha!
What the hell is this gas giant?
Terraforming candidates.
There it is. All here out of this lonesome, this neutron star.
Alright, this is a good song.
Tis. Yeah, that's all my favorites list, man.
It was not on mine yet. Cave Story is one of those games I passed up and I wish I hadn't. I should go grab that off the Humble store at some point.
Just play it on your Raspberry Pi, man.
Oh yeah? Yeah, because that'll be fun playing it on the Raspberry Pi and my little, oh my god, what is that called? My VNC window.
Up. Gonna be time for a short pit stop because apparently I've had one too many neutron jumps.
Uh-oh. You alright?
Uh-oh. Is your stuff starting to fail on you?
Yeah, I just need to go park aside and then give it a good old whack with a hammer.
With a wrench, man.
Spanner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spanner.
Nah, the wrench is to get me inside. The hammer is to do the actual work.
Nah, man. The wrench will do both jobs.
Anything's a hammer if you... what's
Yeah,
the
but
line?
it doesn't give me enough, it doesn't hit enough surface area.
What's the line? Anything's a hammer if you believe.
Everything's a nail if all you have is a hammer. Everything's a nut if all you have is a Psychon.
Sometimes you feel like a...
Ooh, geosignals.
Damn, you found Oh yeah, you found geosignals. They're not bios.
I find geosignals all over the place. It's the biosignals that upset you.
Yeah. My brain was like, you need to be upset about that. I'm like, no, wait, no?
Just
I love
need
my
more money for the
bobblehead.
team.
Oh, I got biosignals.
What? Did you really?
Yeah.
Nice. I got a new bobblehead. It looks really cute on my dash. Speaking of paying for stuff with parts. So I actually had to work for them too to actually make up enough to get this bobblehead. So you could say that ARCs are probably more valuable than the American dollar.
Is it an Iceland bobblehead?
No, it's a retro Anaconda bobblehead.
More biosignals.
I really liked the holographic bobbleheads because they're kind of glitchy, and you know we keep talking about how that's our aesthetic. So I was like, okay, this is not your bobblehead.
More biosignals.
Whoa,
More biosignals.
nice.
The system's full of them, man.
I am really glad that I
Finding more
voted
sources
for
to make
this.
your run, huh?
Yes.
Tell me you don't like this song.
I don't like it.
You liar.
Hello, Ammonia World.
Just no one pay attention to my shield being offline.
Are you
Your
okay?
shields are online on our screen. At least on mine.
Not on mine.
Huh. Yeah, I had to turn them off to repair the generator.
Aww.
What?
The system is fully mapped.
Damn.
Wow.
Terraforming candidate.
2 of the 3 songs that are coming up on this next list are on my favorite.
Oh, that's gonna be a tough decision, isn't it?
I'm going with the one you voted for. Or you requested. Whatever, you like this song. That bass, man. system in round.
Oh man, needs more jaw hard.
Selecting next system in
Then
route.
more jaw hard.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna send you a cowbell.
What do you want?
Yeah, how long until you get Red Riot a nice pair of spoons?
I don't know, man. Go get some spoons and join us.
Leaving system.
She's saying something to me, but I can't hear her because I have headphones on and she's whispering.
I'm not whispering.
What do you want?
I could feel thing in my teeth and I wasn't even touching it. I was down the stairs.
I hear these words coming through. They don't exactly form in English that I'm aware of.
Yeah, she's just griping about the jaw hard.
Yes.
She says it's too redneck for her taste.
That's not what I said.
Is it
Ow, my head.
is it too
She doesn't have any.
for her?
CMDRB consent friendship drive charging.
At least one of her friends is like, do it again, Daddy.
There we go. Scanner mode.
Affirmative, Commander.
Have I mentioned I used to live in Georgia?
Did you,
Get out of here.
Is that the course that I'm
Get out of here with your onion breath.
in your mullet
I
and
drink
ram jam love?
Just smell it.
when you went there, did you take a midnight train?
No, it was a midnight train. It was a midnight car.
Oh.
Yeah, didn't you see the photo? He had a Black Betty.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. Man, there's so much going on with this song so far. I don't even recognize this song yet.
I do. I know this song. Give it a minute. 3, 2, 1.
Still nothing.
Yeah, my time's a little off. I thought I recognized a drop coming. There we go. You might not recognize it. I don't know how much of Final Fantasy IV you've played.
Or is one of those ones I get confused. Which is that? That's not Cecil.
FF2.
Okay, it is Cecil.
Yeah, Cecil Rosa King. The most epic threesome in all of Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went there. You know they were having threesomes on the regular.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Poor Rosa was getting all spit roasted and shit.
The real question was, were they engaging in fisting?
No, there's a lot of jumping involved, though.
Ah, yes, okay. And also, does Red Riot know what fisting means?
let's try not to
Disgust
Are
your
these bark mounds? I bet
disgust
these
your
are
daughter.
bark mounds.
Feel
These
on.
appear to be bark
Feel on.
mounds. Dadgum.
Make the jump?
Freaking bark mounds.
Yeah. It's freaking bark mounds. Punch him.
Freaking bark mounds.
Punch him. Give him a good punch.
You know what? We hear too much of Oblivion. Check something else out.
Yeah, okay. Like Gradius.
How about Zillion?
Zillion. Yeah, that's what I said.
I don't know, it sounded like perfect selection. I think Gradius has got a chance there.
But yeah, don't forget Inside the Roadhouse!
Yeah, but it's, not really worth anything if you didn't rip somebody's throat out, right?
Yeah. I've never seen that movie.
Take a note, Commander Psychon.
Remember, it's going to be more surprising to find a movie that he has seen.
That's true.
Escape from New York?
No.
I'm going to guess that's a no.
No.
I haven't seen that one either.
Wow. Even I
Yeah, I know, right?
I haven't seen most of the Star Trek movies.
Jumping to
Big
next
Trouble in Little China?
Have I seen Big Trouble in Little China?
I'm pretty sure I've shown that to you.
I think we've
Ooh, I
seen
found a
Big
waterfall.
Trouble in Little China, yeah.
How about Big Trouble in Nicoron, China?
No.
Now you're just making it up.
Confirming exit point.
Yeah, okay.
No. That's run more than half the movie.
Scanning.
I did see First Mission. It was a good movie. It was funny. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Some chip-tune love going on here.
Hell yeah. This is badass.
Okay, this is gonna be my favorite.
Yeah, this went directly to favorites. I hope that guy passed go and collected $200.
Open system map.
I wish I had $200.
Ooh, it's a water world with a candidate for terraforming.
Nice. Alright,
No, I don't think it fits. Just doesn't work. Sorry.
Oh, it's a medley.
And an HMC that's a candidate for terraforming.
Scanner.
Right away, Commander.
This game was fucking hard. I just remember being like, yeah, this is awesome. I love this game. Music is awesome. Damn it.
Hey guys,
What's up?
I need a bio. You mind?
He needs to let out his own growth part.
You totally found biological signals, so I don't want to hear it. Don't brag.
Shush you.
Don't
Need a bio
brag.
break. I'll be
Okay.
back.
Alright. You ever play Gradius?
Nope.
This is a good game. Go. Come on, biological signals. Terraforming candidate. Oh, my stream manager. There we go. That was weird.
Something's been going on lately with Rainwave. I've been having a lot of troubles staying connected to it.
How do you mean?
Like the music will get interrupted and it says currently where it's like a lot of pauses, like currently having issues with connectivity. Hang on, doing it again.
Interesting. Mine's
Currently having difficulties connecting to the radio server.
How are you connected to it?
Through the website.
Oh.
Lost connection to the Brainwave.
I've still got mine playing through a VLC source in OBS.
Well, I mean, I have it. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, yeah, so mine, it plays, but then it stops for a while too. So I loaded it up the website, and now it tells me the same thing, and now I'm having a disconnect, reconnect on Discord, so... Could just be that possibly there's more traffic than we expected on the network for Saturday.
Perhaps.
Or of course, maybe this is solution to his internet problems is to send them to me.
Also, perhaps. We got Dream Fighter from Punch-Out coming. Oh. Next system en route.
Destination confirmed.
Jumps out. How about you, man?
75.
All right.
Hyperspace. Checking systems now. Complete. Hull integrity is within limits.
Oop, that looks like a, yep, that's a neutron. Oh wow, it dropped me like right next
Stand
to
by.
the...
Scanning now. Collating. Compiling data.
to the
Updating
jet.
cartography. Boost activated.
I have a supercharged. Scanner mode.
Open system map.
Affirmative.
Nothing here. Okay.
Oh man, I thought I had Super Cruise Assist turned on. I like overshot my destination by 75,000 light seconds.
Oh no.
That's annoying. What did I miss? Anything interesting?
I'm apparently having connectivity issues to OC Remix, so we figured you probably sent your internet problems to me.
No. I do know that if you're, alright, technical talk here, OBS Studio, right? Are you in studio mode or
I'm not
mode?
in OBS at all.
What are you using to stream?
I'm not streaming today.
He's not streaming.
Okay. So then, how are you listening to Rainwave?
Through the website.
Okay. Check your volume.
Scanner mode.
Well, it's not. That's not the problem. The problem is I get pauses and messages that says currently having like instability issues or whatever it says. You know, currently having connectivity issues with Rainwave, and then I get disconnected from and it stops playing on here, and then I get disconnected and reconnected on Discord.
Tell your mom to turn off the microwave.
Like, I think I've got her pretty well convinced about finally switching to the internet stuff. Like, the first thing we're gonna at least do is cut off cable, and like, I think there was also a phone service that was originally involved with the plan, and just stick strictly to internet, because as I told you, it's like, we've got cell phones, like, that's the only phones we really need. Like, we don't have for a landline. And
Emergency use.
Yeah, but
sorry, I'm a curmudgeon when it comes to that kind of thing.
If it were that much of an emergency, we wouldn't be at home.
That's not true.
My mom's logic on that. I always remember this because I'm like, I'm like, why do you even have a landline? She's like, for emergencies. And I'm like, okay, what kind of, like, you know, do you have all cordless landlines? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, so if the power goes out or something, you're...
I do not. I have a old-fashioned corded telephone in the house explicitly for that use.
Rotary?
Nope, not rotary.
Pleb.
I know. I'm not that much of a hipster. Come on.
I do have a rotary phone in the house, but it's an antique sitting somewhere. And but no, we have cordless. So yeah, same thing exactly like Mark. I was like, so what's the point of having an emergency line if the power goes out? We don't have an emergency way except through our cell phone.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, you think that's awesome, right? My grandmother's piggy bank was an old payphone. Because she worked for the phone company for 20-some years.
That is awesome.
Wow. About the closest I have to a landline is Google Voice. I have a Google Voice phone number. See,
I like this.
I'm digging it, yeah.
Well, no wonder this is this album is not my favorite.
Whoa, man. Double Water World all the way. All the way, man. Terraforming candidate. Terraforming.
Next system en route.
Terraformable Water World.
Finally, he hit the jackpot. Now, have they already been mapped?
No.
Yay, undiscovered and unmapped. Although I bet you I've been there already.
Probably. It's got 2 water worlds here. One's terraformable, the other one's not.
Yeah, fuck, I don't remember. As much as I drink during these streams, you expect me to remember that kind of detail?
What are you drinking now?
Nah, he'd know if he was in one of your systems because he would have found biological life.
Yeah, that's true. Because every system you jump into has biological signals.
Bio-waste is not the same as biosignals, just saying.
Sometimes they come up as biosignals, man. when you leave your waste behind, because there's so much of
Only
it.
if it's been a really, really long time since I've vented the old tanks, you know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm not the one that loaded your entire cargo bay with tacos, okay? You can't just...
Yes, you are.
You cannot subsist on
You're in charge of
tacos.
rations.
I don't know why you did this to yourself, but I told you can't subsist on tacos, and he was like, you want to bet? I bet you I can. I believe your exact words is, if Deadpool could do it, then I can too. That's not true. He subsists on Jimmy Chunk.
Besides, he wouldn't subsist entirely on tacos, he would subsist entirely on rum.
That's true. I've been craving curry. Speaking of things that Commander Taylor could probably
I might know
subsist
a
on.
guy.
Yeah, I do need a recipe. So otherwise we're gonna use that box of curry roux that Chrissy bought.
I got some curry roux in the freezer.
Oh, freezing it. I
Totally forgot about it.
Come on.
Things stay good indefinitely in the freezer.
Well, I mean, curry roux as long as you have it well sealed, because it's mostly fat.
Who did this? Oh, okay. Not half as snore as I thought it was. Is this about to go, Link, he come to say...
Well, speaking of old favorites,
Yeah, he come to town.
speaking of old song favorites that come to mind, did Commander Punk see the song I put in last night in Music Channel?
Which one?
I can count all the way.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. We were talking about that. That's what got us started the other night.
Oh God. I thought it was the other way around. I thought whatever you guys were posting, I was just like, oh man.
Lately, I mean,
Fast.
lately I've been coming into GG and G general chat like the next day, going, "The actual fuck happened here?"
Whatever, you were scrolling through it going, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
No, honestly, no.
Did you even watch the Winnie the Pooh is Dummy Thick?
No.
You should.
Make the jump.
I nailed his voice on that one time, and I have not been able to do it since.
I don't want to hear about you and nailing Winnie the Pooh. That's just wrong, man.
Especially when you're calling him Dummy Thick.
I'm Dummy Thick. And the clap of my ass cheeks has summoned the bees. I can't do it.
You have not had enough to drink to do that yet, man.
Yeah, it's probably it. The beer of the day is...
Speaking of which, what's the Annika of the day?
Doing that.
The Anik of the day is water. Stay hydrated, folks.
Speaking of which, Anik does not mean what she told you it means.
What does it actually mean?
Well, I think you can guess, but it ain't beer.
Cummies?
Nope.
Boogers?
Nope.
Pee-pee?
I thought you could guess. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. I have no context here. Just that it's something bad?
Oh, what the hell
Yeah.
is going on?
Yeah, nope. So Anak is the native word for poop.
Poop! Is it poop? It's
It's
poop.
poop.
It's poop.
Yeah, it's warm. It's poop.
Wow. Okay, this is weird. I may have to redo my map.
Yay, Machinarium.
Come on, why is this thing? Yeah, I may have to redo my route. This is the third round star in a row.
Chocolate starfish? Ah.
Saigon's like, what? What's so funny?
What's funny about it? Did I say something? Did I say something funny to you? Do I look like a fucking clown to you? I look like a fucking clown here for your amusement? Fucking mook. Alright.
Make the jump.
Damn, there are a lot of systems. There are a lot of planes with biosignals in this system. I'll be here a minute.
This is a good song.
Let's just hope that the next one isn't bark mounds.
It's gonna be chocolate starfish mounds. It's just a stack of like the Limp Bizkit album. But I make you remember that there's a Limp Bizkit album called Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
I'll be honest. I'm not a Limp Bizkit connoisseur, so I did not know that.
Whatever. Yeah, you had your phase, like the rest of us.
Yeah. No, man. Limp Bizkit was a little after my time. By that time, I was into Primus.
Oh yeah, okay. I was also into Primus.
Well, Harold, he's the kind of guy who rambles on and on. He'll talk the balls off a rhinoceros.
When the going gets tough and the stomach acids flow.
Oh,
The
man.
cold wind of
Tommy
conformity
is my
is
name,
nipping at your nose.
and I say unto thee, say, baby, do you want to lay down with me? Say, baby, you want to lay down by my side? Baby, do you want to lay down with me? Say, baby! Say, baby!
We used to scream that in the kitchen. And then our manager would come in and he'd be like,
sucks.
the customers can hear you. Like, good, maybe they'll go fuck away.
Oh, dude, yeah. Me and the wife got to see them in concert when they came up here in, was it 96?
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah. It had to be 96, because it was after I graduated Job Corps, which is December 95. Yeah.
Alright.
So, yeah, no, we walked out of that concert with such contact high.
Yep.
Rode our bikes all the way home complaining about the was it hyperactive monkeys that were in charge of the bike trails? The drunken monkeys, that's what it was.
Wow. That sounds like it was a fun night. How far did you have to bike?
Oh, it was a ways.
Yeah?
Between downtown and Mountain View. I want to say it was at least 5 miles.
Wow. That's cool. That sounds like it was fun. I can't wait until we're able to do bike rides that long.
Yeah, I still listen to Primus.
Yeah, I try to.
One does not simply try to listen to Primus.
Well,
One must embrace the Primus.
normally I do.
Primus sucks.
Normally I do my. I do like all of my listening to music in the car, and since we've been pandemic, I haven't really driven anywhere. So.
I mean,
Plus-
that's why you use your mobile device as your new MP3 player.
Yeah, that's what I have to do. My CD player in my car doesn't even work.
Really? You didn't do like I do, and as soon as you get a computer, just immediately put all your music onto the hard drive?
Don't lie. You have a cassette adapter for your car.
No, my old car did, but not this one. I did used to have that though. Those are so
Shoot,
cool.
I still have one.
Oh wait, where's the next?
You ever
Not
take
only-
one of those apart? They are a shockingly simple device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
Not only
they're
do.
They are a mind-numbingly simple device.
yeah, I didn't take it
Yeah,
apart on purpose though. It fell apart.
But I not only have a cassette adapter, I also still have like a cigarette lighter adapter for plugging things in.
sure.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, who doesn't, right?
we right now in the
Cell
car we
phones.
have a cigarette lighter adapter Bluetooth transmitter.
Well, you say who doesn't,
AM
and
FM receiver.
the thing is a lot of people don't, because a lot of the cars these days come with USB ports already installed now.
Yeah, I
Mine doesn't.
still have a 2004 Mustang.
Yeah.
It's like 2008.
I drive a 1995 Windstar, and can you one up that, Sycon? What do you drive?
I drive a 2018 Chevrolet. Actually, I don't drive, so.
Public transport.
He like pulls up a.
I just make sure everywhere I need to go to is within walking distance.
That's a good
Walk
strategy.
to work.
It's a good strategy.
I
You walk to work, seriously?
Yeah,
No,
do you?
not that late at night. Like maybe in the morning I might walk home.
Not that late at night.
I mean, it's not like where you're at, where there's like no one around for about 5 or 10 miles. So you don't have to worry about.
Let's put it this way. He lives on the south side of San Antonio. Like,
All I know, man. Even the bums are armed.
yeah. Yeah. I lived down there for a little bit myself. It was like hearing gunshots was kind of a nightly thing.
Yeah, see where I work, you can't really walk anywhere without somebody coming up going, change! You got change!
Yeah.
There's a Nostalgia Critic reference for anybody who missed that.
Effing chat for that dick face.
I'm not gonna lie, I still like the Nostalgia Critic.
Yeah, he got in a lot of trouble for mistreating some of his employees.
You know, just like anything else, right? We weren't there, so we don't have the full story. You catch the story after the fact.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I kind of technically was there because one of my friends is a former employee.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So let me
Because I tried to get you to do. I tried to get her to do a music video for you guys. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Let me put it to you this way, okay? Orson Scott Card is one of the biggest admitted homophobes, and Mormon evangelists that ever lived.
Ooh.
And that's not going to stop any schools from requiring students to read Ender's Game, now is it?
Well, I don't
didn't
know
have to
what
read
you're
it.
talking about, though.
Plebeians.
Well, I mean, you can blame public schools for that.
Yeah. All I ever did was shit answers onto a test page.
Yeah, they taught us to take standardized tests. They didn't teach us actual
See, Ender's Game might have been a little after your time as far as required reading in school.
Oh, yeah,
Although the fact that you guys haven't read it, and Orson Scott Card is a phenomenal author. I've read lots of his books and they're great. And the fact that he is one of the biggest homophobes and just in general not a great person when it comes to homosexual rights isn't going to stop me from reading his books.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I mean, I wasn't even interested in Ender's Game in the movie, so
you should watch it. It's actually not bad.
I may give it a shot one day, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But
so I had my misgivings, right? Ender's Game, the movie. I was like, because I remember Starship Troopers, right?
Yeah, well,
and then
I expected when I saw the trailers and stuff, I expected Starship Troopers to be a dumb film.
To be campy and cheesy as hell. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's a good reason to watch it.
Well, and so did I, right? But and when we watched it back in the day, I remember telling my wife that yeah, it's cheesy, but it's good cheese, right? And then the ending, and then the ending. The ending even had my daughter going, "That's not how brains work."
Wow,
I can't remember that movie.
bites. Make the jump.
Lol, thou art a DJ.
But if you want to give a more recent reference for things about like homophobia not stopping the being required reading, how about Harry Potter?
Yeah, okay. Also true.
Yeah, I haven't heard about that.
So more. Well, it's not so much homophobia as transphobia from J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
In that she believes in that you are what you were biologically born. You don't. There's no such to her. There's no such thing as like, you know, even if you're born, you feel the wrong gender.
That's existed for.
Like it's come out more recently. I want to say within like the last couple of years, but like even the people who are associated with the Harry Potter movie have sort of kind of distanced themselves from her.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, another water world.
It's a good song.
Who we got? More bark mounds?
It should be a good song. I requested it.
Thou art a DJ, Harry.
You're a hairy lizard.
You're a hairy lizard. That's so wrong.
More bark mounds?
You're a wizard,
More
Harry.
bark mounds.
Not a wizard, you're a wizard.
A wizard?
Yeah, you pee on everything.
How many times do I have to tell you, it's European pills, not the other way around.
Yeah, if you're not American, European. Right? Right?
Well, actually, these days, if you're not American, you're an Asian.
But you're a peon. You get it?
Oh, these are geosignals. No fucking wonder.
Is that why they're not bark mounds?
Oh, did you think they were biosignals?
I want to swear there were biosignals on this world, but maybe I was mistaken. Let's see. Yep, no, nothing but geosignals.
Darn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Uh-oh.
Got biosignals way the fuck over here, so...
Better watch your
I know
fucking...
about your jaw harp.
Oh, yeah!
This kind of reminds me of the bullshit man from James Rolfe.
Let me turn that up a little bit.
I shouldn't play anything on my slide guitar right now. Gotta practice on it. How do you pronounce the artist's name at the bottom? Is it Dabadob?
Sure, we'll go with that.
You sure it's not Dabba-dee Dabba-die?
Yeah. Looks like you done fucked up.
Dabby-dob.
Dabadob. Oh my god.
Oh,
The D&D movie. I'm Dabadob.
Do not fail as I have failed. You will face a fate far worse. And those giant boom lips.
I know. That was pretty funny though. And fucking Jeremy Irons just absolutely killed that movie. What the fuck was that?
It's chewing up the scenery for sure, man.
It's funny though to like hear all the reviews on that movie and people are like, it sucks. Like, have you ever played D&D? Have you ever fucking played D&D? That is how every single campaign goes. It doesn't matter how serious it is.
Every campaign I've ever been involved in never made it out of the tavern.
Fucking every single campaign. It doesn't matter how serious it is. You could be in the middle of a fucking plague, and Ian Fear's ass over here is gonna be like, taste the fucking rainbow, bitch. Oh my god. Next system in the house.
There's some Smart 64 and uninvited. I didn't get to vote for it, but uninvited is up. Yay!
Uninvited.
That was a really great wizardry-style horror game on the NES. If you've never played it, you really should.
I'll go back and play it. I'm voting for Spelunky, though.
I voted for Donkey Kong.
Oh, okay.
I voted for Spelunky. Let's vote for Spelunky. Concerted effort for the win.
Did you know
Ninjas assemble?
Did you know Spelunky was made in Game Maker?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Did you?
No, not until recently.
Next system in route.
And I'm talking the original, not the newer version.
Oh, I love this song. Sorry, I gotta favorite this song. I heard it before, but I never favored it.
Scanning for information.
Oh, it's got that 80s synthesizer thing going on. It's great.
That's our aesthetic.
That's got that like.
This is my ship's theme song. Yes. We need to do like a montage right now. It's like a workout montage. Scanner mode.
Okay.
Break out the neon headbands and wristbands.
Yeah, you weren't watching my stream just now, so I'll let you catch that in the mark this.
Are you marking it?
No, I want you to mark it.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. How do I mark stuff on your channel?
No, mark it on your channel and then use that timestamp.
Oh.
Or better yet, we should have our social media guy do that.
Stuff on your
Because he has
channel.
moderator rights on my channel.
I would, but my internet's being weird for some reason.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah, but I'm having connectivity for some reason, and I'm disconnecting, and you know what that's like, right?
No, not at all.
I just marked it on your channel.
Yay.
I named it this.
Oh, is this the theme from Kung Fury?
Close. That was a great movie.
Oh yeah, you're right. This is the final fight from Kung Fury, right? Where he goes to face Hitler.
Yeah. I hacked the bullet holes away. That's totally Commander Taylor. You're hacker, man.
Oh, did you just accuse me of being hacker, man?
I mean, we only deal in facts here.
Wait, I thought he was, what's his name? From the Explorers. Wolfgang.
He's that too.
Oh, you guys suck.
Porque no los dos.
Adjusting for jump.
It's a good song. Here we go. Oh god, we got Turtles in Time coming up.
I requested it just for you.
Wastewater Wipeout. This is going to be awesome.
We voted this song up, but I gotta tell you, I'm regretting it.
Me too. It's... Wait. Hold up. Oh no, it's not gonna... Damn it. I really thought it was about to drop. Scanner mode.
Damn you, Gabe Terracciano. You disappoint us again.
Again? Wait.
I mean, with a name like Terracciano, how can he not? I mean,
No.
of course he plays the violin.
Yeah, okay. Fair.
Course adjustment.
I mean, although, you know, to be fair, his rendition of Simple and Clean is not bad.
I don't remember him.
You heard it last week.
Okay. That's probably why I don't remember it.
Yeah, you've been drinking between then and now.
Completing
Yep.
system scan. Stand by. Gathering information. Cartography has now been updated.
No? How close am I? 25 jumps out.
Yay!
How close are you, Psychon?
74 jumps, calling it.
I'm busy scanning, so I don't know.
65.
You make a little friendly wager
Sure.
on that?
Sure it's not 55?
Yeah, 2 limpets.
As long as they're not rum limpets.
Damn it!
Ooh,
Asshole.
Waterworld.
Fine, no rum
Oh,
limpets. These will be, neutron juice limpets.
I haven't finished that, man. Actually, I haven't started on it. Let me be honest there.
Acknowledged, Commander.
That's okay, I haven't done shit. Well, actually, I did crack open the Marcia Hicks episode this week and did a little bit of work there. Mostly just getting organized.
I don't know. I feel like a neutron juice stinger is gonna need like a musical cue.
The windows. Bump! That's the music cue.
No, fuck, Mark Mount's again. Like I'm done in this system.
It's gonna be the Apple load up.
The who, I'm sorry?
The sound the Apple made when it used to load up.
Oh,
You know,
Apple
that,
computers. People still use those? For what?
Completing system
I'm
scan. Stand
being
by.
a jerk.
Next
Gathering
system in route.
information.
Oh wait,
No,
I don't
they're
have
used
one.
all by, you know they're public school use.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. You never get anything to run on them for some reason.
Except the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, Oregon Trail.
Unless you're my daughter, and then the firewall on the Max is a joke.
Yeah.
Wait, the IT guy's kid thinks that the firewall in the school district is a joke?
Yeah.
Raise your hand
Accurate.
if you're surprised by this.
Scanner mode. I'm
Okay,
not.
Commander.
Oh, there's nothing here. It's almost over. Then we get to hear wastewater wipeout.
Jumping to next system.
Let's see, K6 and 8s. Man, there's nothing here. There's nothing interesting. K6 M2, MOVA.
Hull integrity is within limits.
K2, M2.
Make the jump.
Neutron star.
Gathering information. Cartography updated.
K5. K5. K3.
I did watch.
Guy?
I did watch
K9.
the entire Zelda series of boss keys yesterday. That was pretty fun.
Until you've watched Legend of Zelda the series, like the cartoon series, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. I've seen that.
Excuse me, princess.
I have totally. I grew up on that shit.
Me too, man.
Fucking loved it.
I grew up on that shit, I guess.
Ooh, no, we do not talk about Captain N. We do not discuss Captain N. No. Nope, I hear you thinking about it. No. No. Gets a spray bottle, like... Scanner mode.
Acknowledged.
Fucking everything about that show is just so cringy. I couldn't even watch it when I was young.
Right?
Just when Mother Brain started talking, I was just no, and then
I didn't know enough to be offended by Simon Belmont until I actually played Castlevania 2.
oh, and then oh man, and
I'll take care of this, Icarus.
yes, that was the worst one. It was they didn't even call him Pit, right? They actually called him Kid Icarus, right? If I remember correctly. I don't think they even called him Pit.
He didn't deserve it. And he put Icarus on the end of everything.
Yes.
Oh, look, more biosignals.
Icus.
Even more biosignals.
That's
And more.
it's pretty fucking sickus.
I know what you're talking about.
So I'm voting up Freedom Planet.
Frameshift now engaged.
It's a good game.
I'm down with that. Alright, so before I go check out these biosignals, I think I'm going to take a bio break myself. Go visit the used rum disposal facilities. I'll be right back, guys.
Alright. Enjoy. Shake it more than twice. The song is cool. Ah, yes. The Super Mario Super Show.
The Super Mario Brothers and running a game.
It was actually a pretty decent show, though.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't really have a lot of, like, good video game to... You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have a lot of that at that time, and, like, Super Mario Super Show did a decent job. Scanner mode.
Acknowledged.
Given that Toad's voice was kind of jarring, but, you know.
Hey Mario! We need help here in the Mushroom Kingdom!
Yeah, I'll never forget that. The voice of Mario, though. How did they not find Charles Martin out at that time?
Because hey, paisanos,
Hey, paisanos.
we gotta focus on how Italian we really are.
No stereotyping here.
We're just two Italian brothers.
Oh, this is a badass song. Come on, give me some terraformables. It doesn't look very good. Yeah, nothing. Hey, pups. Here, Alice.
Give it that puppy face.
And he says, scratch the butt, please. Okay, you get the butt scratch. He's a good boy.
Temperature.
He's the goodest boy.
Scanning for
I need a
information.
dog cam. A pupper cam. Ooh, Space Harriers on the list. Come on, trying to get fuel here. There we go. Go. Scanner mode.
Affirmative, Commander.
Apparently, in recent news, what's his name? The guy that played the Doctor from Voyager
Yeah.
put out some kind of YouTube video where he's like poking fun at Brent Spiner.
Hmm.
I read about that earlier today. Kind of want to see his YouTube channel though.
Something I found that was interesting that I figured you would enjoy that I was going to bring up is the guys who played Bashir and Garrett.
Yeah.
Did a sort of in-character scene together that was like 30 minutes long. That's on YouTube.
Huh. I'll have to scope that out. Sounds fun. Bashir did a good job. I like that character. Okay. I have to agree, though. I wish they had done some like big screen movies with DS9 and Voyager.
I don't know that they could have really done any movies with DS9 except to like bring back Cisco.
Yeah.
Like, there was like either that or if they were ever going to do anything, it probably would have just been the Dominion War. Like,
No way, bring back Odo. Scanner mode.
Aye, aye, Commander.
My favorite character in that show. And see, now we've got ska, like I'm used to hearing it.
So if you guys aren't going to vote up a song called Twisted on the Surface, I can't be friends with you anymore.
well, it's on my favorite album.
I'll go do that once I finish this scan. I totally deuced out during that badass Freedom Planet song, though. That thing was awesome.
I had to pee, okay? Gosh.
That wasn't no pee, bro. That was a poop. You pooped.
No, that was a pee and then attend to some other business.
Oh, you did.
Go
So
look
So you did shake it more than.
Yeah,
So
of
you
course I
did.
shook it more than.
So you did shake it more than twice.
Of course.
This song is energetic enough to be in Sonic.
Well, it is Space Harrier.
Yeah.
Some classic Sega there, man.
System map.
System map.
See anything here? Geosignals. You sure you don't want me to vote for Higgins Goes to Miami?
If you want.
No, I'm kidding.
But then we can't be friends anymore. And if we're not friends, then you can't marry my sister.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Guess
Didn't
I
think
have
about
to
that,
vote
did you?
for Armored Core. SNES Battle Medley it is. Okay, this is pretty cool. Never played Armored Core though. You?
Yep.
Is it like Mech Warrior?
No, it's more of a running gun. It's kind of a Contra style game.
Oh, okay. I did play a bit of Mech Warrior growing up.
Of course you did. What do we got? Okay, that was the Terraformable. And its moon has got biosignals on it. M-O-O-N, that spells biosignals.
Scanner mode.
Okay.
Nothing here.
Stephen King fans out there rolling around.
Stephen King fans? How come?
See, that's how I know you're not a Stephen King fan, is you didn't recognize that.
Yeah, never really liked
Adjusting for jump.
never really liked Stephen King very much. Of course, I didn't read any of it, but I don't know, it was just gum. I didn't like it. What else have I seen from Stephen King? I don't know.
How about The Stand?
I haven't seen The Stand. No.
Cyclone, you've seen that, right?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about, right? Tom Cullen?
I don't tend to like horror though, so.
It's not, well, it's kinda horror.
There's Tommy Knockers. There's
Dude, Tommy Knockers.
what else could he have seen? The Shining.
Didn't like The Shining.
That recent remake of Pet Sematary that was fucking god awful.
Or you could have watched the original, which was better.
Yeah, the Ramones, right? I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. What?
See, I like the recent version of It. That was pretty good.
Meh.
I liked part 1. I still haven't
Scanner
seen
mode.
part 2 yet.
Affirmative.
It's not bad.
Actually, interesting one you might want to watch is Dr. Sleep.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. That's the sequel to The Shining, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, haven't watched that one yet. We watched The Green Mile last week.
Is that the one with Eminem?
No.
The Green Mile is the one with
That one's got Tom Hanks and Michael fucking Clark Duncan.
Who dat?
You don't know who Michael Clark Duncan is?
Not by name, no.
Whoa, dude.
Could you hum me a few bars?
Did you ever see Armageddon?
Yes.
He was Bear.
Okay.
The absolute giant of a black man that was on their team.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, alright.
He's got tranquilizers in his system. Yeah, so what? Lots of people do that. Well, these ones are meant for elephants.
Oh boy. Yeah, there's a movie I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch it now.
It's a good movie.
It gets a lot of hate, but I thought it was entertaining.
Yeah, it was entertaining. It was, I mean, you know, it was kind of campy and, like, predictable, but, you know.
It's stupid, but...
Yeah. But, I mean...
It was when we had this fascination with drilling on asteroids.
Vector. Yeah, who does that?
Yeah, Psychon's got this thing about drilling anything that starts with ass.
Rip low temperature diamonds F in chat.
Stand by. Scanning now. Collating. Compiling data. Updating cartography.
Man, the biosignals here also bark mounds. Poop. I have a feeling that's all I'm gonna find here is bark mounds.
I thought it went system by system.
It does, but you know, that's what you only find the one kind of biosignal in that system, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, how did the bark mounds spread to so many planets?
Largoids.
Largoids.
Well, I mean, it could be worse, man. I mean, at least the bark isn't worse than their bite.
It's because they don't have a bite. Oh, you ever been bit by a largoid? That shit hurts.
Yeah, I ain't that kinky.
Remember when we went and we were like, let's try a tier 9, guys, what could go wrong? We've all been bitten by a Thargoid.
Except we played bitten with wrecked.
Yeah. This is a cool track.
I'm digging these drums.
Yeah. There's one from 11 coming up in the queue now.
I know.
But then there's also Life Force.
Ooh, that is a hard one.
Right? Fucking wah-wah. Scanner mode. Yeah, me too. I can never hear this without thinking about that.
Right? That bass riff.
Oh, here we go. Oh, whoa. What?
Oh yeah, Graviton's Dream. Synth for days.
Is that 11 server even still up?
Okay, so I think I know what's been going on.
No, we took it down.
Connectivity issue with
What's that?
Is that so? Previously, the surge protector I used that was the internet was plugged into, I had it on top of the entertainment cabinet. But when I was moving all the furniture, which is what caused the PC to fall out. I had decided to move the surge protector inside the entertainment cabinet,
Next.
so I probably added like a couple of extra walls for the signal to have to travel through.
Are you back on Wi-Fi?
Well, I've been on Wi-Fi.
He's always been on Wi-Fi.
I thought he finally got a hardwired thing.
What I did was I put
Course
the
adjustment.
cable to connect to the extender.
Huh.
Galaxy map.
Should get one of those power lines now that Taylor's
They're
on board
not-
with them.
Yeah, they're not bad. If you, it depends on the age of your house.
Collating.
That's it.
House,
Like 60 years old.
yeah, house that old. You're probably not going to get very good performance out of a power line adapter.
Huh.
But either way, we're talking. We're probably gonna eventually switch internet, and might even eventually just move, just because, like, with the amount of money that would need to be sunk into this house to basically even bring it up to sort of like today's standards, we'd be better off just getting a new house.
Oh, hey, there's a T-Tory star in the
A more
system.
recent one.
What's the significance of
Engage
the
FSD. Oh, they're variable brightness stars.
Oh yeah, but I mean, they're pretty common in the bubble.
Not that common, but I don't know that I've cataloged one for this region.
True, I haven't seen very many, if at all.
So, codex entry.
Okay,
I
yeah.
mean, I'm not gay, but 10K is 10K, you know what I'm saying?
It's not gay if it's in a three-way. Ammonia World. Oh, that's a pretty big atmosphere type. Ammonia and oxygen. Cats and dogs.
Talk
Getting
about some
along.
volatile, man.
I'm gonna go hit it with probes. Heh.
You just stick a probe in that hole,
Yep.
and then take it out and stick it right back in again?
Yep.
Heh.
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 Yeah. Oh man, how you gonna do this to me? Alright, I'll vote up Metroid 2 because it's Metroid 2.
Not to mention I requested it.
Yeah. I'll miss you, Sonic Adventure. I love Crush 40.
And some old ass stars out this way.
God, Metroid 2. And it's just
that was the first Metroid game I ever beat.
And it's just that one track where it's just like the weird drip noises. You know the one? And it's like,
Another one. I like that track though.
yeah, I know. It's like, whoa.
Geo signals here.
Which one is this?
Bio signals, yeah. Oh yeah, this is a non-spherical body. I definitely gotta go check that out.
I don't think I had ever actually beaten Metroid 2 until another Metroid 2 remake. I think I
Dude,
had
AM
gotten
2R
like
was
really
great, wasn't
close. It was, it really was. I love how that game
Yeah.
ended.
Right? The baby!
Specifically the part where they're like, the galaxy is at peace.
Air
Oh, this song.
conditioner.
Hey, honey.
Listen to you wusses and your air conditioners.
What?
There's no such thing as an air conditioner in Alaska.
Yeah, it's called crack a winder.
Yeah, not for nothing. In Alaska, like, you don't even, like, get higher than 70.
Well, it's snowing all the time.
Yeah, and
Right?
time.
You gotta worry about bears eating your dogs too, man.
Yeah, that's another thing. See over here, you know, it's got
The dogs eat the bears.
coyotes.
Yeah, coyotes are pussies though, man. I've seen cats chase them off.
Yeah, they can be. They can also be kind of a terror. Next, system and route.
Selecting next destination.
Oh, I don't have any requests in the next one. What are you thinking? Western theme or Super C?
Let's try Western theme.
I might have to break the jaw harp out again.
Yeah. I need to get a pupper cam. A kitty cam.
Course adjustment.
The stream could use some pupper cam. I love that the artist's name is Pyro Paper Planes
Scanning for
And Viking guitar.
and Viking guitar. Whoa,
There's the
speaking of
Viking
which,
guitar.
wow. Good tone. Man, I can't wait to finish that guitar project. I wish I could sink some more time into it.
Make the jump.
This song is awesome.
Scanner mode.
Okay.
Nothing here. FSD malfunctioned.
Sounds like you need some of them repair limpets.
Yep.
Sounds like he's been dipping too much in that neutron juice.
Disengage.
Disengaging.
No such thing as too much neutron juice. Neutron juice is delicious.
There is when your FSD starts to malfunction.
Delicious and nutritious. Tastes just like rum.
Just like rum. Oh. How did I take
That's
so much?
probably why your FSD's malfunctioning, because it's like your liver saying, please, give me a break.
I have taken a bit of damage, apparently.
Wow. Yeah, this little rock is definitely not round. This is very much a potato.
Ooh, let me see. Oh,
I
wow.
have multiple water worlds here? Yeah, I have 2 water worlds that are orbiting each other.
I've taken some damage to all of my modules.
What did you do that for?
I've taken minor damage.
Well, I mean, traveling as long as we have, like, that stuff will add up if you haven't been to the station in 4 months, 5 months.
Yeah, man. Traveling through
Repair
hyperspace.
limpets.
Traveling through hyperspace ain't like dust and crops, boy.
How Although occasionally it can be teleporting.
I was wondering when that was going to come up, you asshole.
Although in his Commander Taylor's case, he can't say that a wizard did it.
A wizard.
Ooh, both these water worlds are candidates for terraforming.
Yeah.
I kind of dig the song, but I'm definitely not getting a Western vibe from it.
Yeah, I know. I was expecting it to have the vibe. Oh, what are we voting for? Half-Life 2?
I don't know, I think maybe we should vote for something else considering who it was requested by.
What was that joke from Gabe Newell comes out on the stage? He's like, we have one last announcement for you guys, and like a giant 3 comes down, the crowd starts going crazy, and then an E drops down, he's like, have a great E3.
Scanning for information.
Yeah, right. That would never happen because we know they could never do free anything.
Wonder why they don't.
Dark mounts, man. I gotta say that I'm digging the grungy guitar.
Yeah, I like it. That's a wah-wah. Chocobo. Scanner mode.
Understood.
Scanning.
It's a K6.
Bark.
There it is.
Bark. Honk, honk.
Get the bingo cards out.
Get y'all bingo cards. Kids these days be like, what the hell is bingo? Is that a Humble Bundle game?
Yeah, they don't know what bingo is until they're, older than 30.
Yeah.
And of course, I think every native woman over the age of 20 knows what bingo is.
I grew up around the corner from a bingo parlor. Is it a bingo parlor?
No, I think they call it a bingo hall.
A bingo hall.
This place is probably a bingo bar.
She's nodding at me, so it's a bingo hall.
Oh, okay. There we go. Nothing here, of course. And we got some like Starburst over there. How's your two?
Vector.
Uh-oh.
Bingo. Oh,
Alert.
wait, I can't
Alert.
play.
Completing system scan for cartography.
Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, I've got all those beginner Python courses that I bought on Humble Bundle the other day that I'm never going to use. I wonder if maybe we should think about giving them away on here.
Oh, that'd be a good idea. Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Coming out.
Scanner mode.
Hello, Waterworld.
Affirmative.
I've been looking back at
System map.
programarcadegames.com recently. It's
Yeah.
like popped it open. Yeah, I remember this. He had a cool setup for his site.
All of these high metal content, not a single one of them is terraformable. How disappointing. Yeah, I guess I'll go map this water world.
Metal everywhere.
Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5,
I'm not a part
4,
of
3.
drink.
Yeah.
Scanning now.
Metal everywhere, not a head to bang.
Nice.
You're welcome.
That worked. Whew. Okay.
Galaxy map. Where are you guys at?
Where am I at? I'm
Yeah,
in
you're
the Nocturne currently. I have 12 jumps to the next waypoint.
You're a little ways out there, and
Scanner mode.
Commander Cyclone Tripoli still.
Aye, Commander.
Yeah.
How many jumps you got, Psycon? He never...
About
he,
60.
about 62. So you were probably spot on earlier. Taylor.
Yeah, no, earlier when you asked, I was 69 jumps.
Haha, nice. Oh wow, so you were like right in between our two picks on that.
Oh, here it is.
Here it comes. You know Bokucho's coming out for this. Aw. I should make a Chocobo dance screen. Fade into that every time we get Chocobo music.
Course adjustment.
Are you watching Ghostbusters?
Maximum
Wow, I
velocity
totally
intake.
nailed that by just looking at the scene. That was funny.
So my girlfriend's dog.
Hyperspace.
And now he gets that reference.
Completing system scan for cartography.
Thank you, Commander Cyclone.
Wait, what? What is that from?
You are absolutely without redemption.
No, seriously, why should I know that?
You're hopeless.
So she's a dog. Are you the keymaster? No.
Was that really in
I am the
Ghostbusters? What
gatekeeper.
part was that?
Yes. Right after she turns into a dog.
Don't feed the troll, Cyclone.
Well, if I don't, how else is he gonna live these days?
Yeah.
I am Vince Clortho.
They're over here watching it.
Ray, you're a god. Steady. Yes.
Acknowledged.
Speaking of dogs,
Pork.
Fork.
right?
This is a good version of this. That gets a 5. A 5 out of 5.
I'll give it a 5 out of 3, man.
Damn. I found a terraformable.
Yeah, Terranigma.
Paths less traveled. I like the, what is this instrument called again? The hell is this instrument called?
This kind of feels like a steel. It sounds like a steel drum.
No, it's called a. The hell is that like UFO drum bullshit? A hoppy drum or a happy drum. Yeah, the UFO drum makes them as well.
So, did you ever play Terranigma?
No, I don't think I did.
Did you ever play Illusion of Gaia?
I did.
This is the sequel.
Oh. Okay, that explains the music, yeah. Wow, so this is... So Illusion of Gaia got a sequel, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Never got released over here officially.
Oh.
There was a fan trans of it. But, yeah, it was really, really good. I need to go back and finish it someday.
I need to finish Illusion someday. That's one of those games I rented and I never beat. Back when you could rent video games.
Yeah, to those people who are listening now, when we rented things, we used to go to a location, pick out a game, or
bring it home for 3 days.
And then we would have to go back and return it. But we had to pay money for that.
So sometimes I just, you know, wouldn't.
Well, then there was, you know, I mean, I probably shouldn't even talk about that.
What?
Huh? Nothing.
No, go ahead.
No, I probably shouldn't.
Next system en route. Are you about to tell us about the Pirate Bay?
System destination.
PS1 mod chips were a thing.
Do tell.
And the number of PS1 games that I rented and ripped back in 1997, 1998.
What are some of your favorite titles that you did that with?
Spyro.
Heathen. I'm just kidding.
You know, and then there was the copy protection that was in Spyro 3. I don't know if you looked into that. That was pretty funny, actually.
No. Maybe. What would happen?
All kinds of goofy stuff. Sony wasn't really doing anything about copy protection at the time, so the developers sort of took matters into their own hands, and they put anti-piracy code in their game that would check for certain things, and it would check for the presence of a mod chip. And if it found one, then it would really start messing with you.
Is that how you learned about it?
No. I never. So they only did that with Spyro 3. And I didn't try to rip Spyro 3. But by the time that came out, I had already moved on to different systems.
I see.
But it's just like the anti-piracy code that they put in Batman Arkham Asylum.
I was gonna say, was the Spyro one the one where it was like it would corrupt your save file so that you had to start all over from the beginning, or it would do things like?
No, it was worse. First of all, it would tell you that it knew that you pirated the game, and it would make certain things in the game out of reach, so that you couldn't progress.
Commander.
And if you somehow managed to progress anyway, then it would take off the gloves and really start to mess with you.
How?
Oh, I don't remember off the top of my head. I have to go look it up, man. It's interesting. The developer actually has a video on YouTube about how they did that.
Oh, interesting.
Talking about the actual code that they used and what they were checking for, and
That's interesting.
he's one of those old school programmers I like to watch on YouTube. Right along with that one that he did all the he does reverse engineering on like the Sonic games and stuff like that.
Yeah. The guy was cool.
So I didn't know if
Yeah.
you ever got a chance to check out that show that I linked you in Geeks and Gamers, Commander Taylor.
No, you linked it to me, and it was, that was yesterday, man. And like I said, converting a that type of joystick to talk over USB, that's something I've done before.
Well, this is something that, like, he wanted to take a challenge on it because it's not something he's actually done. He just looked up some of the things, and the show's, as they put it, is not a how-to, but more of a let's try.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I figured you would also like the show is the first 2 episodes were about how he took a keg, I'm not sure if it was a metal or like a wooden one or whatever, and turned it into a refrigerator.
You mean a kegerator?
Yeah.
Huh. I think
kegerators are not something new. Homebrewers have been building kegerators for decades.
Oh, interesting. Kegerators.
Heck, my brew pod is a half barrel keg with the top cut out of it.
No kidding. Voted for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Because Breath of the Wild. Scanner mode.
Okay, Commander.
Damn it.
Yeah, if you want some sad piano music, there's your game.
I favorited this one and rated it 5 stars, so it must be
Me too.
like an electronic mix or something. Because we usually don't do that with the snore fest ones.
Bark.
Adjusting for jump.
Bark.
Icy bodies. Lots of icy bodies.
Icy bodies, lol. Ugh.
Scanning.
Oh, I'm feeling quite a bit better. Finally shaking that hangover.
Make the jump.
Bit of hair of the dog, huh?
No. There's water.
Admit it.
There's water and time. I did have kimchi earlier, which somehow helps. I'm not sure why. Like settled my stomach. It's kind of weird. Scanner mode.
Pickles.
Is that it? Is that why?
Affirmative.
Oh.
Kind of want some more of that, but I love that kimchi. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Aliens for my movie.
Have you not seen that?
He's
Oh,
only
okay.
seen the first Alien.
Yeah, I've
All
only
of
seen
the
Alien.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna make it a point to be there for that.
Cartography updated.
What, tomorrow?
Yeah, I need to hear your reaction to that.
Okay.
Stow it, Hicks.
Hey, Sarge, I got a question. How do we get out of this chicken shit outfit?
I knew it. It's another bug hunt.
Still one of my favorite lines from
Hey,
StarCraft.
Vasquez, you ever get mistaken for a man? No, do you? Like you
I do
like,
remember that, actually. Scanner mode.
Affirmative, Commander.
Oh, who voted up this crap?
Not me.
It was a favorite, so that's what happened.
Yeah, somebody
Favorites always get,
requested it.
unless they get outvoted like 4-1, they always go up.
What would you vote
Waterworld!
up for, man?
I didn't.
Why would you favorite this crap?
I didn't.
2 Waterworlds and...
It'd be better if she could actually sing.
Ouch. The original version of the song is gorgeous, though. There's not even a pulse there.
Nope.
No, the original version of the song is gorgeous, though. I love the acoustic guitar on that. Also, the vocalist that does that song for the original version is just amazing.
That's what I was saying, man.
Go. We got 2... Oh, no, I got 2 Waterworlds, one's terraformable. There's one landable body here, and it has no features. God damn it. Every time, dude. Yeah, these are not even the original words. But mostly because I've only heard it in Japanese, which was gorgeous.
That's why this is called an OC remix.
Yeah.
So they can do a reimagining, taking the melody, and then put whatever
Butchering the
bullshit they
words.
want on there.
You're putting whatever bullshit they care about, they want.
Would you like to know more? Click here.
Click here.
Frankly, I find the thought of a bug that thinks offensive.
I'm doing my part.
Or the look on that teacher when those kids are stomping those roaches and stuff.
The kid's stomping the roaches, yeah.
I forgot about that part. So she who must be obeyed has a thing about the sound of bugs crunching under feet.
Oh boy.
You hear her behind me. She's like, oh.
Don't start nothing. Won't
She's
do
gagging already, dude.
Better. So I guess she avoids the ending of Men in Black.
Yeah, you might say that.
I'm like that with the sounds of eating. Fucking drive me up a wall. I don't know what it is. Just never been able to handle it.
Oh, this is a big system. I'm probably going to be here for the rest of the stream.
Nice.
This has 55 bodies in it.
Wow. That is a large system.
Oh, that's where I buried them all.
Co-workers?
Customers.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Wow, just the 1 star here.
One out of 5. Who did this? I mean, no, this is a good song, but it's a, you know.
This version.
Yeah. Very ambient.
There's that sad piano.
Sad piano.
At least it's not Karen's theme.
You saw that I posted that?
Yeah, I watched it and laughed my ass off. Is it in poor taste to laugh at ourselves? Laugh at our own jokes?
No, it's not. Although I was told that a lot, like, growing up, that you shouldn't.
It's like, why? It's funny.
Yeah, it's like, if you can't laugh at your own jokes, then why are you joking? But yeah, I think that was just hateful people telling me that. Boop.
It's like the joke about the cannibal who went to the doctor's office because he ate something funny.
I feel like there should be a punchline in that joke.
So, you know, it seems to me that if there is a Karen's theme, it would be to the tune of Closer. Know what I'm saying?
Closer.
I want to speak to your manager.
Oh.
I want to complain till you get fired.
Wow. DMCA'd.
I'll try resume and be like, shit, that's funny.
Weird Al be like taking notes.
Nah, he's already done Closer.
I know he has. I remember. It's a good polka.
Right?
This really is a snore fest, though. It was a good song, but... Oof. The original version was so big, you know? Now this one's like...
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of dig it because it's you know, the original song and the theme that it's covering is sad.
Yeah, it is.
Hello, biosignals.
There we go. Okay, we're gonna be doing another loop of shame, apparently. No, we're not. All of a sudden that did work. Ooh, I'm hungry.
Oh, this is much better.
Yep, Cannon Straits. From Cannon Research Group. No? Nobody on that one?
No, I was trying to come up with lyrics based on that, and I'm not that quick, sorry. Maybe Psycon would be faster than me on that one.
They are the Cannon. Oh. Gotta vote up that Batman NES. Next system en route.
Selecting next destination.
Engage jump drive.
Oh,
Jumping.
Yeah, Batman NES. That's a tough one, man, because Killer Instinct.
I know, but Batman NES, man. I just hope it's level 1, man. E1M1.
It's on my favorite, and somebody we know requested it. So
Yeah.
Leaving system.
I just that first the level or the music from the first level always gets me every time. I love that music. I mean, all the music in that game.
Right in the punk, huh?
Yeah. Gets me. Right
Scanning
in my
for
little
information.
charcoal piece of heart.
Right in the little punk, but no, wait, that's something different.
Wait, what? Flat?
Nothing. I'm being dirty.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
What was that?
Bad. You too, Emma.
That was a cat getting chased down the stairs.
Oh. Prey drive.
Leave Copper alone.
Scanner.
Right away, Commander.
I'm trying to find an LZ, man.
Oh, this is that road music you listen to in like the 70s and 80s when you're going on a road trip.
Still is. We're on a road trip right now and we're listening
Hey,
to
that's
it.
right, man.
And then the saxophone.
We are the sultans of swing.
System scan.
I mean, come on, man. What this is an instrumental of Sultans of Swing.
Gathering
Yeah.
information.
Oh, yeah.
Cartography has now been updated.
I don't even know what game it, like, is in reference to. I don't even think it is.
Somebody looking for an excuse to do an instrumental cover of Sultans of Swing, I guess.
Here we go. Which song is it going to be?
The good one, of course.
Yes, I love that song.
Key systems are at optimal.
The lemons.
Completing system scans. Stand by. Gathering information. Cartography has now been updated.
Is this really what it is? Yes! Yeah. Scanner mode.
No problem.
Had and Tis, that's all that matters.
Yeah, oh shit, this is not on my favorites list. Fixing that right now. Scanner mode.
Okay.
Really? We went there.
Yeah. To the human tis. I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Party people.
Potty people.
Yeah, potty people.
That was me this morning. Oof. I don't think I've shit that much in my entire life. Oh, party people. Got it.
It's a family show.
So Commander
Oh.
Taylor,
I think I
how
just
about
found
that?
Arrakis.
Have you heard about that? I guess there's talks to bring Michael Keaton's Batman back onto film.
I have heard that.
Have you heard about the reason why they're supposedly doing this?
Because nobody liked Batfleck? I don't know.
No, because they're going to be, besides setting up a multiple universe thing, they're going to use him as the old man Batman for Batman Beyond.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've heard rumors of that, but so thus far it's only been rumors.
Yeah, I mean supposedly, but like, it would also actually be interesting if they were to convince like Tim Burton to do his own version of like the Dark Knight Returns, using Michael Keaton as Batman.
I mean, if they can't get a Beetlejuice sequel off the ground.
Well, if they try to make Beetlejuice go Hawaiian, you think they're really gonna?
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, you gotta love that Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice was pretty awesome.
He said it! He
said
it! Shit!
I did. What's gonna happen? Are we going on an adventure? Anywhere's better than here. Anywhere's better than here. I live in Texas. It's the asshole of the universe. Alright, finally some geological signals only, of course. But at least there's an LZ. After I scan this ammonia world. And the water world. And the other water world. That are both terraformable.
So I've got some biosignals on this planet that's real up close, real personal with this ringed brown dwarf. So I'm gonna go check that out.
Neat. It's like a...
Hey, listen, man, I see you have that jazz cover for Chrono Trigger in your request there, but I gotta tell you, I voted up the trance song because I need and Tis, not jazz right now.
Yeah, okay. Very well. So fear not, but from the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, I need something to eat. Dude, dump some of those tacos.
That'll be the next biosignal you pick up.
Come on, man. You have enough of them. Come on. I know your cargo hold is full of tacos. It's like a mix. It's like it's almost like a mashup of like Casino Night Zone and like something from Street Fighter. Water world. 2 terraformable water worlds in this system.
Watch, it's Bark Mounds again.
It's gonna be bark mounds. Man, you found so many biosignals. I have not found a single set.
This Well, it's this region, man. It's the it's this nebula. You know what I haven't found is Lagrange Nebula.
True.
No notable stellar phenomena.
Do 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 do. Oh.
At least I didn't see any. You know what I should do is just check the codex.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Bark mounds?
No.
Yeah, bark mounds.
Always bark mounds. Bark, bark, bark. Wait, I know this song. No, I don't. No, I don't. It does sound like Sky Shark, though. We put on Rush. No.
Yeah, let's check out the
I posted the 2112 the other day. Music. Such a great video.
yeah, nothing
Luckily, I haven't run into any pre-mapped or pre-discovered planets yet. I'm sure that'll change once I get closer to the nebula.
Yeah, sadly there weren't any anomalies to go look at in this one. Lots of
Darn.
geological structures.
Yeah, I'm landing at some geological structures again this time. I know we need to get closed up here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just
Tear down.
finish up this scan.
Deploy the SRV. Take a once around the old. Or give the tub a good once or twice over.
For a minute there, I was like, when did we change to that one song from Crush 40?
Deploy the SRV.
Man, some of my decals are.
There's that ammonia world. That looks like Arrakis.
Some of my decals are downright gone.
What?
Yeah, that paint job is taking a real beating.
Oh. I was like,
No,
dang,
they didn't
Frontier.
replace his paint job.
They specifically nerfed your paint. They nerfed your decals, bro.
Wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, right. That song was called Clubbed Baby. V. Wait, V. Yeah.
Yeah, the name of that game is Vivi.
Nope. V. Here, let me ask text to speech real quick.
And if you've never actually played it, it's pretty good.
Also, if you trust what text-to-speech has to say, like...
CMDRV Gunk said VVVVVV.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Cordyceps growth. I've never heard of that. Let's go blow it up.
Do it. Do it. Kill him.
Yeah, you go blow it up and suddenly you get, warning, hyperspace conduit.
Oh boy.
You hear the flowers start to honk.
Hyperspace conduit, unstable. All right. Which one are we going to next? Are we gonna do Club the Baby? That's the one.
V.
How many V's is it? Is it 6? Yeah, I think it's 6. The Loop of Shame.
So this is it. 17,000 light years away from Beagle Point.
Wow. Home stretch, eh?
Mm-hmm. See how long it takes for it to plot this route.
I wanted to check out the inside of the nebula.
Well, of course. Oh, I'm not going to take off without you guys.
Oh, cool.
But since I did all the route planning, it's just, it's up to me to scout ahead. Why'd you reset?
Huh? I didn't reset.
No, I'm talking about the route plotting. I'm gonna be so mad if it can't plot a route to Beagle Point.
Oh boy. It doesn't even give you an error, it's just like, go around. I hate it when I target one of these geological signals and then it jumps to the other side of the planet real quick.
The way is shut. Clindathu's system is locked to all visitors.
Here we go. This is gonna be the dark side of the planet, I bet.
Route plotting fail, son of a bitch.
Go around.
I think the route plotting algorithm needs some work.
Right? Wow, we're actually going to be hitting Beagle Point next. That's crazy. Next time. No, I'm just kidding. Not next time.
Definitely not next time.
It'll be a few.
It's coming though.
Probably like 2, 3, 4 weeks, huh? About a month out.
Who knows?
Don't forget, I'm going to be the one lagging behind. You're going to probably be looking at about like 17,000. Probably looking at about like 2 months, 3 months.
Think so?
That's
I mean, I
perfect.
figured we would probably take till the end of the year anyway. So
Yeah. Okay. I'm down. By the time we get back, we'll be able to afford a fleet carrier, hopefully. Unless we all teleport.
Let's see Nerf exploration data.
Oh god. Right when we pull up to Beagle Point, Braben hits that button, the Nerf button.
Congratulations, you made 500,000 credits.
I'm gonna quit this game. Man, exploring in the fleet carrier, that was gonna be fun, isn't it?
Route plotting failed. I think we're going to have to move along the arm a little bit to get a route to Beagle Point. Because a straight shot from here to Beagle Point is a little bit sparse.
Is it fumaroles? Are we gonna be fumaroles? Yeah, it is. It's always fumaroles. Whoa. Why are they shiny? You alright there? Furiously typing.
I'm just creating a new bookmark.
Deploy landing gear.
Down and locked.
I was going to say, before we close out, do you want to find a raid target?
I only have one viewer. I mean, we can. Yeah, let's do it. Unsuitable terrain. Oh, come on, dude. There we go. No.
I got one.
What? Unsuitable terrain, my ass.
Lights on.
Okay, the lights are kind of helpful, but... Alright, do you think, though, that we could actually, like, set down, though? Even though you're saying that it's, like, we're okay? Come on, man. Now I'm getting unsuitable terrain and my shields are almost gone. It just will not let me land. Come on, man. Move up a ways, damn it.
Dismiss the ship.
Alright, raid target is in creative team chat.
Okay. If I can ever touch down, I will totally... There. Yes, touchdown. Great targeting creative team chat.
How about it? You ready to wrap this up?
Hold on. Trying to think of a what's a good line for the bark.
Oh, I was gonna go bark. Ninjas assemble bark. Let me see if I can get her to bark for you.
Got it. That's our line.
What's that? What you got?
If you gotta,
me
yeah.
see.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna work for you, but it'll work for me.
Well, yeah, it won't work for me.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get the scan on this shit real quick.
I think I hear Commander Psychon snoring.
Almost there. Hang tight.
Yeah. Get the lid out, man.
What does it mean to get the lead out? Oh, that thing's on fire. Oh, whoa, I've never seen one on fire before. What? Water ice fumarole. External camera.
Oh man, do that after we close things out, dude. Come on.
Huh? Oh no, this is just my ending view. Alright guys, well I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. As always, this is VG Punks, the Video Game Punk, and I'm signing off.
Keep a song in your heart.
I was waiting for you to be like,
07.
and Commander Taylor-MadeAK, but I think
Yeah,
I did that
you
wrong.
And this other guy.
Yeah. Next time, you finish with "Keep a Song in Your Heart" because
Oh, quit your
you have
bitching.
Alright, we're
That's
signing
my
off,
show,
guys. Commander Taylor, Commander Psychon, Commander VG Punks, and we're signing off. Keep a song in your heart. 07.
07.